How's it going, guys? It's C-Rad from C-RadTV, back with another video. So yes, it is time for one of the new video ideas I have on my channel. It is time for the December edition of Detroit Pistons Monthly. So for this, we're going to look at how the Pistons did throughout the month of December, what they were successful at, what they were unsuccessful at, what needs to improve, and how most of the stars did, and how everyone needs to step up. So yes, enough talk. Let's just see how the Pistons did this month. So overall, month of December, it was, let's say, pretty ugly for the Pistons. It was some ugly basketball played for Detroit. So the Pistons in the month of December went 4-11, with their only wins coming against Golden State, Boston, Minnesota, and Washington. You know, and a lot of the losses they had were by double digits. Like, there was a lot of 20, 30-point losses in this month. Like throughout the month, they had a 110-83 loss to Oklahoma, a 115-92 loss to Milwaukee, 116-102 loss to Philly, and they also had where's the next one? They also had a 125-88 loss to Indiana. Like, there was a bunch of games where they got embarrassed. Like, some ugly basketball being played here. So, Pistons entered the month of January in 2019 with a 16-18 record, sitting 8th in the Eastern Conference, They also entered January 3-7 in their last 10, and enter on a 2-game losing streak. So overall, as a whole, the Pistons, they averaged 104 points a game while giving up 110 points a game. Like, defense has got to improve, first and foremost. Like, you can't win basketball games when you're giving up 110 points a game. Like, defense has got to step up and get it done. Their field goal percentage, they were .570 for 1,334 throughout the month of December, for a completion percentage of 42.7%. Their three-point percentage, they were .158 for 497, for a percentage of 31.8%. And their free throws, they were .244 for 342 for 71.3%. Well, free throws, they definitely got to improve. Like, we got to be able to hit the shots better. And field goals, they got to improve too, along with the 3 points. Overall, rebounds, the Pistons had 690 rebounds throughout the month of December, averaging around 46 a game. They had 178 offensive rebounds, which averaged to around 11.9 offensive rebounds a game. We had 342 assists, which averaged around close to 22.8 assists a game. In terms of defense, Detroit had 102 steals, which averaged around 6.8 steals a game. They also had 66 blocks, which averaged to around 4.4 blocks a game. Turnovers, the Pistons got to do better at controlling the ball. Pistons had 234 turnovers, which averaged to 15.6 turnovers a game. In terms of penalties, the Pistons got to be better disciplined. In terms of fouls, personal fouls, the Pistons had 337 personal fouls, which averaged to around 22.5 fouls a game. In terms of technical fouls, the Pistons actually did pretty well in that category. Only got a total of 8 technical fouls throughout the month of December, averaging around 0.5 technical fouls a game. I mean, technical fouls were pretty good there. Respectable number. Personal fouls, we gotta improve better. We gotta be better disciplined. So yeah, the Pistons, there's a lot of area improvement. We gotta be better defensively. Gotta generate more turnovers. Like, that's plain and simple. So in terms of the player stats, so the key players on Blake Griffin throughout the month of December, he only played 14 out of 15 games. In the 14 games he played, he had 343 points, which averaged to around 24.5 points a game. He had 103 rebounds, which averaged to 7.4 rebounds a game. and 73 assists, which averaged to 4.9 assists a game. Andre Drummond, he had 235 points a game. By the way, he played all 15 games. And Drummond's points per game was around 15.7. Rebounds, Drummond had 211 rebounds, which averaged to 14.1 rebounds a game. And assists, he had 14 throughout the month of December, which averaged to around 0.9 a game. Greg Robinson, he had 13 points in 6 games. He missed most of the month with injury. But even in the games Robinson played, he was a non-factor. Only averaged 2.2 points a game. He had only 12 rebounds, which averaged to 2 rebounds a game. And 3 assists, which averaged up 0.5 assists a game. Randy Bullock, he had 134 points in 10 games this month, averaging to 13.4 points a game, 25 rebounds, which averaged to 2.5 a game, and 16 assists, which averaged to 1.6 a game. Reggie Jackson played all 15 games, had 202 points, which averaged to 13.5 a game, had 45 rebounds, which averaged to 3 rebounds a game, and 69 assists, which averaged to 4.6 assists a game. Stanley Johnson only played 12 games this month, and he was really also pretty much a non-factor in this. He had 93 points in 12 games, averaging 7.8 points a game. He also had 44 rebounds, which averaged to 3.7 rebounds a game, and he had 14 assists, which averaged to 1.2 assists per game. Langston Galloway also played all 15 games this month. He had 161 points, which averaged to 10.7 points a game. He had 41 rebounds, which averaged to 2.7 rebounds a game, and 12 assists, which averaged to 0.8 assists per game. And Luke Kennard, he was averaging just under 10 points a game. He was pretty much a non-factor throughout the month. Overall, the rest of the bench has to step up. The players got to get better. Dwayne Casey's got to make adjustments to his coaching strategy. Because this is not good. The Pistons throughout December played like one of the worst teams in the league. And the numbers don't lie. They did in the games I did watch, because a lot of games I was unable to watch because of work and whatnot. But what I did watch, it was pretty sloppy basketball. It was not good. Making too many mistakes. We gotta get better if we're gonna be a contender. Just plain simple. December was an ugly month, and we were coming off a pretty good month of November, where the Pistons were one of the top teams in the league. And now the Pistons are taking a massive step back entering January. And you look at January, it's going to be a brutal month, because the Pistons got to play a lot of good teams. Teams like Milwaukee, teams like the Clippers, teams like the Lakers, teams like Sacramento, who's coming on the up. You also got San Antonio and Utah. A lot of good teams in the month of January. You also got in there. You also got New Orleans trying to get up in there. There's a lot of teams the Pistons got to step up. And they also got to play Orlando again. And right now they're contending with the Magic for the 8th and final playoff spot in the coming months. Because we're getting closer to the second half of the season. And there's a lot the Pistons need to improve on. But yeah, I think that does it for the January edition of Detroit Pistons Monthly here on C-RadTV. I covered everything I think I needed to. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you think of this. But yeah, hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out. I'll see you all in January.